I can understand animals talking. Late at night, I suddenly heard the lion outside calling my name. Chen Jie, it's me, Wang Qiang. Open the door quickly. I was stunned upon hearing this. Wang Xiao is my good friend, but he had been bedridden for years. How could the lion's voice be his? Chen Jie, it's really me, Wang Qiang. I know you can understand animals. Can't you recognize my voice? I can recognize your voice, but why did you turn into a lion? You have no idea. The medical community has recently invented a consciousness transfer surgery. I was among the first group of surgical volunteers due to the lack of available human bodies, so my consciousness was transferred into the lion's body. Upon hearing this, I immediately prepared to open the door. Just at that moment, my good friend Liu Meng suddenly called, Chen Jie, whatever you do, don't open the door. Liu Meng, how did you know what's happening on my side? Don't ask so many questions right now. Listen to me carefully. My cousin's sister is the nurse at Wang Qiang's hospital. She overheard the secret plot between Wang Qiang and the doctor. The doctor first transferred Wang Qiang's consciousness into the lion's body, and then gave Wang Qiang a tube of consciousness-erasing serum. That tube of serum can erase a person's consciousness. In other words, Wang Qiang wants to erase your consciousness, and then transfer his own consciousness into your body. Upon hearing this, I suddenly understood. No wonder Wang Qiang chose a lion as the host. It's because the lion is a beast, can easily overpower me, and then erase my consciousness. Thinking of this, I quickly withdrew my hand. There's one more very important thing. Wang Qiao has a mental interference device implanted in his body. It can make you hallucinate. So you must stay in the room. No matter what happens, don't run out. I'll take my cousin and fly to rescue you right away. Okay, I'll wait for you at home. After hanging up the phone, I quickly returned to the bedroom, then hid under the covers. At this moment, Liu Meng sent another voice message. It will try every possible way to trick you into opening the door. You must not fall for it. But as soon as Liu Meng finished speaking, a knock came from outside the bedroom. Chen Jie, why won't you open the door? Aren't we best friends? Let me in quickly. How is this possible? The voice is coming from outside the bedroom. That means it's in the living room. But how did it get in? At this moment, the sound of the door opening came. I couldn't help but gasp in shock. It actually came in. The footsteps were getting closer and closer. I could feel something pressing down on me. It was separated from me only by a blanket. At this moment, Liu Meng called again. My cousin and I are on our way to the airport. Remember this, the neural device will cause you to hallucinate. If you're really scared, just search for a lion's roar on your phone. Because the calls of the same species can interfere with the neural device. We should be able to arrive before 7 o'clock. I quickly searched for the lion's roar upon seeing this, then looped the playback. But the phone only has 10% battery left. Definitely won't last until 7 o'clock. There's a power bank on the cabinet by the bedroom door. As long as I get up from the bed, I can reach it. But I simply didn't dare to move. Half an hour later, only 1% of the phone's battery remained. At that moment, I suddenly felt much more relaxed. It must be the effect of the lion's roar. So I quickly jumped out of bed, came to the door and picked up the power bank. But the phone had just been charged. I heard a noise outside the window. So I turned around to check. I saw the lion lying outside the window. Chen Jie, open the window quickly. I'll keep you company. You can't come in. I won't open the window for you. I forced myself to calm down, then turned the lion's roar to maximum volume. Soon it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Liu Meng and the others finally arrived. By the way, Chen Jie, let me introduce... This is my cousin Gao Xiang. Hello, Chen Jie. This is an anti-hallucination device. Just keep it on you. Okay, no problem. Then Gao Xiang brought in a dummy from outside again. What is this? Why does it look exactly like me? This is a wax figure I made based on your appearance. Lions have a keen sense of smell. You hide under the bed in the bedroom at night. I placed the wax figure on top of the bed because you are very close to the wax figure. Wang Qiang will mistake the wax figure for you, then inject the consciousness erasing serum into the wax figure. After the drug is used up, we'll rush into the room. We'll deal with it together then. I nodded after hearing that. Liu Meng, have you guys eaten yet? I'll go out to buy some food now. With that, I walked out. But at that moment, I ran into my neighbor Huang Chan. Chen Jie, did you see anything last night? What do you mean by that? Should I have seen something?
It's like this.
I saw a lion hanging from your upstairs last night, and then swaying back and forth outside your window. I thought you had seen it. My heart stopped when I heard this. Was that lion actually being controlled by someone? It's not Wang Qiang at all. What's wrong with you? Did I scare you? Wait a minute. I remember no one lived upstairs, right? That's all I know. Wang Tian then hurriedly left. I was so scared that I rushed back home and told Liu Meng what Wang Tian had said. Let's go up and take a look, then we'll know for sure. Wait a minute. You won't see anything up there either. That lion is Wang Qiang. It can't get through your door. So it wants to climb into your house through the upstairs window. Then how do you explain Huang Chan saying someone was dangling the lion? It was so dark last night.
He instinctively thought someone was dangling the lion with a string.
This is perfectly normal. I nodded in agreement. Time quickly passed until nightfall. Liu Meng and Gao Xiang hid in the hallway. I then lay under the bed with my phone in hand. There was a wax figure placed on the bed. After a while, there was a knock at the door. The knocking this time was extremely impatient. Soon, the knocking turned into banging on the door. Then the door was flung open. Wang Xiao immediately jumped onto the bed, then injected the wax figure with the serum. Seeing this, I let out a long sigh of relief. Immediately sent messages to Liu Meng. Notify him to come in immediately. But I had forgotten that lions also have very keen hearing. Before I could send the message out, Wang Qiang lifted the bed and knocked my phone away. Chen Jie, so it's not you on the bed after all? I was so frightened that I immediately stood up. Wang Qiang, aren't we good friends? Please don't erase my consciousness. But Wang Qiang said to me, it's Liu Meng and Gao Xiang who want to erase your consciousness. Wang Qiang's words made me freeze in shock. His statement was exactly the opposite of Liu Meng's. Who should I believe? The injection I gave you is an anti-consciousness erasing serum, and what Gao Xiang gave you is the consciousness erasing device. Quickly smash that device, otherwise you'll be done for before long. The device is protecting me. Don't try to fool me. We are good friends. I won't lie to you. If you don't believe me, I won't let you leave. I looked into Wang Qiang's sincere eyes, ultimately chose to believe it. Then I smashed the device. There's one thing I still don't understand. Why do Liu Meng and Gao Xiang want to erase my consciousness? Because Gao Xiang's father and I were hospital mates. He was also completely paralyzed, so he needs your body for the consciousness transfer. How did you know about this? I overheard it by accident. To save you, I performed the consciousness transfer surgery, transferred my consciousness into the lion's body. This cost me a lot of money. Hearing this, I burst into tears.
Good brother, thank you.
Then I'll call the police now. Everything will be fine once the police arrive. No, you mustn't call the police. This lion was stolen from the zoo. If you call the police, both my parents and I will be implicated. Moreover, you have no evidence to prove they intend to harm you. Not everyone can understand animals speaking. So reporting to the police would only harm me. I nodded after hearing that. What do you suggest I should do then? They won't let it go. They will definitely seize another opportunity to erase your consciousness. I was originally going to inject you with the anti-consciousness erasing serum. It's a pity you hid under the bed. The antibody was injected into the wax figure by me. Sorry, I didn't know you were here to help me. Do you have any extra potion? I don't have any left. The potion is expensive. I can't afford extra. But you can go to number 88 on Jihu Street to find Dr. Wang. He is the inventor of the consciousness transfer surgery. Just go and buy a tube of the potion from him, then inject it into your body. I nodded after hearing that, then immediately ran towards the outside of the neighborhood. Seeing this, Liu Meng and Gao Xiang immediately gave chase. Chen Jie, stop running. Don't be fooled by Wang Qiang. I don't want to hear their explanation at all. Immediately flagged down a car and fled. Soon I found the doctor and told him everything. Young man, one dose cost 20,000 yuan. Just scan the QR code directly. Upon hearing this, I immediately scanned and transferred 60,000 yuan. Why did you transfer an extra 40,000? Doctor, I'd like to inject the serum for my parents as well, so just give me 3 tubes. You are truly filial. Here you go. I immediately rushed home with the Yao Ji. Liu Meng and the others are confronting Wang Qiang. Chen Jie, you're finally back. The 3 of us will deal with Wang Qiang together. We must not let it escape. I didn't say a word after hearing this, directly injected the drug into Liu Meng's neck. Then he collapsed to the ground unconscious. Gao Song saw the situation was unfavorable and tried to give another injection. Then he also fell to the ground. Chen Jie, what's in this syringe? Why did they all pass out? Stop pretending. Isn't this exactly what you bought from Dr. Wang? No way. Didn't Dr. Wang give you an anti-consciousness erasure serum? Stop lying to me. The syringe has always contained consciousness erasing serum. The injection you gave to the wax figure was also this type of serum, right? Wasn't it? Damn it, how did you find out? When I heard the address, 88 Outstanding Street, an impression came to mind. We went there to play when we were very young. This is your uncle's home address. And that doctor happens to be surnamed Wang, so I guess that doctor is your cousin, right? In other words, both you and Gao Xiang want to obtain my body, except he chose to use the consciousness erasure device. While you chose to use the consciousness erasing serum, what a pity. After all my meticulous planning, never expected you would still remember what happened in childhood. You still have 1 dose of the potion left just to deal with me, right? You've got it wrong. Liu Meng and Gao Xiang are lying in my house now. Their families will notice they're missing. We'll definitely call the police. At that point, it will be hard for me to explain myself. So I've already made arrangements with your cousin. He will come over later to perform the consciousness transfer surgery, then transfer Gao Xiang's father's consciousness into Gao Xiang's body. Tell his father that this is Gao Xiang's voluntary decision. It's fine as long as Gao Xiang is willing. From now on, you'll start a new life under Liu Meng's identity. Wang Kon nodded in gratitude upon hearing this. The end.